Hello and welcome to today's trade recap video. Today we're going to be going over a trade I took on GBP, JPY, going over my entry, exit and reasoning for the two. So with that said, let's get into it. So here is the trade we took on the charts. As you can see, it did pretty well, came down a little bit into drawdown, straight into take profits, not complaining. So let's go on to the start of the session. So I trade GJ primarily in the Asian session, which is between 11 and 2 AM UK time. So starting on 4 hour, here we have the 4 hour chart. So looking at this, I was establishing a bias. As you can see, past few days we have been bullish. Swept these highs, took them out and almost taken out these highs here. But yeah, broke structure on this candle, so I'm definitely going in bullish. If they hadn't broken and they had rejected, probably would have gone bearish for the bias, but no, 4 hour was bullish. Breaking it down to the 1 hour, again, big break of structure here, continuation up. Only thing I did have in mind was these highs here, potentially bounce off an order block within this. But no, for the most part, I was bullish on the 1 hour as well. 30 minute, this is where I look for my liquidity. So on the 30 minute, definitely bullish. And liquidity I had marked out was down here. So essentially I'm waiting for price to drop down, sweep this liquidity, make a reversal and go and search for higher highs. There was also liquidity down here, but this was the main level I was targeting. Breaking it down to the 5 minute, you also had levels here, here and here of liquidity. So opening up the session, started off sweeping downwards, took out this level here and took out this level here of liquidity. So now I'm just waiting for it to sweep this third level, look for a break of structure and then enter. So coming down, almost swept, and there we go, swept liquidity. So now I'm looking for a break of structure to go long, targeting these highs up here and probably putting a take profit somewhere in between. So we have current highs here. So when we break and close above this, I'll enter long. Okay, playing it through, we actually created a new high here. So there is the new highest high. We can get rid of that one because we're not interested there. Wait for it to break structure. And there we have it. As you can see, it's closed above. So we entered long on this position here with stops just below the lows. And with take profit, so we had take profit number 2 because I entered with 2 positions. So take profit 2 at this level here for 2.76 risk to reward minus spreads and commissions. But for take profit 1, I actually placed them just below these 2 wicks here. And the reasoning for this was if we came up and actually let's put equilibrium in here as well. So we had equilibrium here. So if we came up, tested equilibrium and pushed a little bit further and got a rejection, I would still close with TP1, so I would close half my position. And then stops would be set to break even. So it's a winning trade anyway, even if it just rejects here. There could be an order block within here if we were to break it down to the 3 minute. Yes, there's an order block here. If it came up and rejected off that and didn't go to the highs, we would still have a profitable trade. And then obviously TP2 at the highs, just back here. Alright, so watching what happens, we pulled back into a bit of drawdown. Looking into it, we actually pulled into an order block. Maybe it's on a 5 minute. There we go. Okay. So we pulled into an order block just here and rejected off it, and then you'll see we continued up. There we go. And we hit both take profit 1 here and take profit 2 here. In total returned 3.65% on the account. Okay, so looking back, what we could have potentially done to improve would be take the first position after the break of structure initially and then look to take the second position at a better entry in the order block. So if we entered one here and one down here at the start of this order block, it would have been a 6.08 risk to reward instead of a 2.75, which would have been much better. But that's something to think about for next time. Following this, price did push up and sweep all of these previous highs that we saw on the 4 hour. So it came right back up, swept this level here, eventually, there we go, and then made a retracement. So in total, pretty good trade, I'm happy with it. Could have got a better entry if we went off of the order block, but that's something I need to experiment with in my strategy and see how it reacts over the long term, see if that works. Obviously if you're taking it off the order block, lower risk so you can have more units and return more, which could be interesting. Alright, there we go, so there was the trade. Over the next few days I'm probably going to post a couple more of these, see how they go. But yeah, with that said, thanks for watching.